Alright guys, so one of my favorite ways to do front squats has been with straps, with wrist straps, so that I can hold them, because you get a good stretch on the shoulders and on the lats, since you're having to hold it up at pretty much parallel, if not a little bit higher, because you're pulling it like this. It keeps your lats engaged and your shoulders engaged, so that you get a really good pump on those two. And I know some people are going to be like, when you're training quads, why the heck do you want a pump in other places? Like, why do you want your strength on the squat to be limited by other factors that you're not directly training? Because one, I've switched from back squats. I was doing back squats and I hurt my lower back for doing RDLs. So loading a back squat right now, it's still a little iffy. Like it feels funny when I load my lower back still. But the front squat, I can still load it decently high enough where, as long as I add some like super heavy leg extensions, I'm able to like get an adequate stimulus. But let me show you what I'm talking about for the front squat. So my front squat is actually a light day today because I'm going heavy on my loaded back extensions. But you can see my arms are parallel to the ground, so a lot of shoulder is going into this to keep that elevated, and lats are also going into it to keep my arms elevated. So once I get to heavier weight, it does become a limiting factor, which is why I include, when I go really heavy, I include leg extensions on those days. Most of my lifts are full body days, so day 2 consists of overhead press, front squat, loaded back extension, leg curls, cable crunches, preacher curls, and rear delt flies. Usually it's like 1 to 2 top sets, and that's it. I don't count the warm-up sets that it takes me to get there because they're not really that strong. So another exercise I recently started doing has been loaded back extensions. And right now they're still kind of light because I just started doing them since I switched over from RDLs. And I felt that loaded back extensions were gonna help me strengthen my lower back again in order to go back to doing heavy deadlifts and RDLs. Because I mean, I have a goal of hitting 500 pounds on deadlift. I've gotten to like 425 and I almost pulled 455. I got it like past my shins and then I dropped it, so I wasn't able to hit 455. And that's as far as I've gotten. So I'm trying to hit 500. So I'm training loaded back extensions again in order to strengthen my lower back so I can get back to deadlifting and RDLing. But I'm not gonna lie, something about loaded back extensions just feels so good. Like, I'm probably gonna make these a staple in my workouts because they just feel good. I like doing them. And if they transfer over well enough to my deadlift and squat, then I will keep them in there because I'm trying to improve those too. But this one, I did this top set because I was supposed to do it with 70 pounds, but 70 pounds seemed way too light. So I ended up going up to 110 just because it felt easy, like way too easy. So I picked this up, and I may even go higher than that since that felt a little easy after it too. So here we're hitting some leg curls. In this one, I think I did 200 pounds for a total of 5 reps for 1 set. I meant to do a second set, but I just thought maybe that's too much volume. After I did like 4 sets of back extensions, I'm like, no, let me chill out. So I pulled back volume from other places in order to make up for the fact that I went a little heavier on my back extensions than I was supposed to because it felt easy. So same thing here. We did preacher curls for a set of 5. We were gonna do a second set, but again, like I said, I felt like I already did too much volume on those back extensions. So I just did 1 set and called it good. I'm like, a single set to failure is still good, so it's still gonna maximize growth, so we're just gonna call it good. And if I can recover better from it, then awesome. Now this one is a new one I added recently because I got some wrist cuffs, and I don't know what to call them yet. I mean, they're rear delt flies in this variation, but I also do them as a Y in order to target more of the lateral delt. And I'm really enjoying them because I feel that tension in the lateral delt in the spot where I feel like I don't have as much muscle mass, because no matter how I do it with the dumbbell, it never hits it there. So with this one, I'm really feeling that pressure there, which I like. So I'm going to be continuing to do these ones and see how it improves that muscle area. After a few weeks with these, I'll let you guys know if it's a good exercise or not. But right now, I'm enjoying them. So here I added cable crunches, a single set to failure, which I failed at 5 reps for 225 pounds. I recently added them because I want my muscle belly to fill out at a higher body fat percentage, and I can only do that if the muscle belly is bigger. So I've started training it in order to get it a little bit bigger so that it protrudes a little bit more at a higher body fat percentage. So that was day 2 of my full body split. I train 3 times a week. And usually I keep a minimal volume, usually between 1 to 2 sets, straight sets. And I don't count the warm-up sets that it takes to get there, because usually they are low effort till I get to the top set. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I love talking about fitness. It's one of my passions. So outside of playing video games, I lift, and then I go to school, and I work full-time too. So if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any questions. All right, I'll see you guys next time.